Check. Hello, hello. MP, I love my Shattered Pillar Monk. Wish I was able to test out the monk class. I don't have a monk in my group. Hello, Shadow. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Welcome to part 11, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. I am at a point in the game where we have, I think, what is the final quest, but it's currently a 3 skull. So the plan for today is it's going to be a shorter stream than normal because I have to work on this weekend's Sunday Baldur's Gate 3 lore video, and I don't want to be working on it for like 17 hours tomorrow. So I'd like to bang out at least half of it today. And so we're going to keep the stream a little bit short, but I have to grind out a few side quests, and then once we get that down to like a 1 skull, I reckon we will complete the game and then come back in the future to do any other missing content. So yeah. Hey Elf, Goldheart, DM Wyvern, enjoy your lunch, man. Carly. Kind of feel like playing Planet Zoo right now, I'm not gonna lie. That was fun last night. Got my white girl coffee. Let's go, baby. Okay, so the final quest, just so we can catch up here. I spoke with Aothas in the ruins of Asango, but was unable to divert him from his machinations. He bade me to meet him at a luminous Adra pillar in a chain of volcanic islands called Magran's Teeth. If I want to know more about his intentions, I'll have to join him there. Alright, so we have a Juana quest right here. Prince Aruhi has discovered evidence of a black market in the Roparo district of the city known as the Gullet. He wants to know how it's being supplied. So I did a good amount of this quest right here. Dario can get me to the Undercroft, but only if I do him a favor. I encountered some thugs in Delver's Row. Might be a route to the Undercroft. The Undercroft is a source of contraband in Delver's Row. If I visited this guarded underbelly, I could learn more about how black market goods are being transported. Find Mad Morena and the Undercroft. Hold on, what load point am I at right now? Am I at the correct load point right now? I feel like I'm not. Hold on. I was about to say, this is not right. Like, I already did that main quest. I already did those side quests. Last session, we were in the volcanic ruins with the Adra pillar. So I am on the wrong save point. You know why that happened? It's because I was working on the Pillars of Eternity review, and I had to go back to a bunch of different save points to gather video footage. So let's go to this one right here. 30 hours and 50 minutes. That makes more sense. Hey, Exos, what's up? Dota tournament? Nice. That sounds more action-packed than this stream, that's for sure. August is going to be so lit with Armored Core and BG3. You know, I don't really like mech games, but I'm kind of interested in Armored Core. I think I might give it a try. It's a week before Baldur's Gate comes out, so that'll be the extent of my Armored Core play, but I think I'll give it a try at least a couple sessions. We'll grab that new ability for Adair. Don't really need more weapon proficiency, but I guess I'll take Battle Axe proficiency, why not? Level 12. try not to take too many abilities because a lot of abilities and spells that I have go unused. So I think I can get better use out of taking passives. But this is my ranger, and I don't have that many abilities with this particular character. Hunter's Claw. The ranger strikes in melee like an apex predator, studying their prey and learning how to best defeat them. When first used, the ranger will gain additional accuracy against the race of their target as bonus stacks. Once a race has been chosen as a prey, the ranger cannot designate a new race. Okay. Interesting. Ranger targets the enemy's head, interrupting them. Probably pretty good for attacking a mage. Maybe I'll take that. Long experience fighting together enables the ranger and animal companion to fight as a highly efficient team. The ranger's animal companion gains +1 engagement. We'll take that. Nice and simple. Hopefully they won't copy Dark Souls mechanics into it. Well, it's the same company. Hello, Leda. I think if any company is going to copy Dark Souls mechanics, it can be From Software. I am excited for August, though. Hello, Panic. How are you? I was just looking at your artwork this morning. Once again, thank you so much. Salvation of Time. Beseeches the gods for more time, extending the duration of all beneficial effects on all allies in the area. Sounds pretty powerful. I picked up Spiritual Alley. Let's go ahead. I'm going to take... Reduces the time it takes to complete a weapon summoning. Increases the amount of damage dealt by critical hits. Does that apply for spells too? Increase the effectiveness of any healing that you cause. I already have that. Reduces the time it takes to complete a spell's cast. Beautiful. And we will pick up... Rapier proficiency. Hello, Shar. Doing good today. It's Friday, though, so I have to clean the house. Friday the cleaning day for you? Friday is spring cleanup? Anybody else like iced coffee in here? Iced coffee makes me happy. Alright, Druid, perhaps my favorite class in this game so far. I've been really enjoying Tekehu. But I do have too many spells with him. It's a little bit overwhelming. Let's go take a look here. What kind of spells do I do the most? I usually do water spells. Spell shaping. While casting targeted area of effect spells, gain the ability to increase or decrease the size. Gain increased penetration with electricity attacks. Penetration with fire attacks. Ooh, what is this? Wild Strike Freeze. The druid's knowledge of the forest of nature allows them to automatically inflict additional freeze damage when spirit shifted. Shar, thank you for 14 months of channel membership. Congratulations on your husband's new job. Pretty cool. And it's cool that he's doing his own channel too, because he will learn a lot from Nixion. Because there's a lot of knowledge that you can gain from somebody that's been in the business for a very long time. And I think your husband working for him is going to rapidly accelerate that knowledge. You don't really realize that until you get older. Like, people that are experienced with things, like, if you can talk to them and listen to their advice and learn from them, like, you can accelerate your future by like 4x, 5x the speed that it would take if you just did it on your own. Hey, Panic, have you ever done any commissions before, out of curiosity? Has anyone ever paid you for artwork? I don't know what to do here. Give me a second. Stop pressuring me, okay? Gain increased penetration with acid and decay attacks. We increase the distance that I can cast. Never? Is that something that you would think is cool? Is that something that you'd be potentially interested in, out of curiosity? Would you think it's cool if somebody paid you to do artwork? Not everybody likes to do stuff like that, so I'm asking you. I love the animations for the Water Shaper guild. Char says, my commissions are open. I just haven't posted. We're waiting for that post, Char. Okay, we're finally done leveling up. Let's go ahead and talk to Takahu, and then we'll head out.
We are actually going to Ukaizo. The tribes will look to me to bridge our past and our future. A heavy responsibility, I say.
You're too quick to cave to pressure.
To serve my people is to betray myself as an artist. Perhaps I am no savior. The praise they showered on Ngati's chosen. Until now, it all seemed an empty gesture. Never a promise that I could fulfill. And I am no one's savior. It is not for an artist to save the tribes, I say. To work miracles. I want the tribes to grow on their own. My people deserve better than the promises of a handsome fish and his goddess mother. Ukaizo will show us the way. The tribes will find themselves again. I would discover what our ancestors forgot. The Covenant is more important than ever.
Leda, thank you for the $5 super chat. I also very much like the original Pillars of Eternity. Both games are amazing. Thank you, Leda. The tribes are unified but vulnerable. Ukaizo could make them strong again.
I will give it thought. There is time enough for that, at least. Ukaizo should be the discovery of our lifetime. With the trading companies and the Principe ready to descend on each other, I wish the island had kept its secrets a while longer.
The world around you darkens. We're gonna repress the sensation. Takahu's getting a little too cozy with me, you know what I mean?
There is much to consider, and little time to decide our course. I fear that we will see the path before us before we are ready to walk it.
My heart goes out to Captain Aldous and nobody else, so stop trying to clap my cheeks, Takahu.
Right here.
Okay, so here we go. Now we have the correct quests. Alright, so for the main story, Aothis has crossed beyond Magran's Teeth and into Andra's Mortar. He makes for the lost island of Ukaizo. Only a capable ship could survive the journey through Andra's Mortar. One of the great powers vying for dominance over the Deadfire might assist in this goal. If all else fails, outfitting the ship independently would be better preparation than none at all. Forge alliances or prepare your ship for a hard voyage. My ship sucks, so I'm gonna have to forge an alliance. And we're definitely doing it with the Principi. Principi organized their forces at the Balefire Beacon on the island of I don't know how you pronounce that. Dunagi, Dunage. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple side quests. Captain Ferrante has a wealthy contact who has business dealings with the slavers of Crookspur. However, recent troubles with the locals have affected their trade routes. Sail to the slaver port in Crookspur. Ferrante has asked me to travel to Crookspur and speak with Master Kuotoa, the leader of a group of slavers that operate on the island. Aldous has a contact on the island of Crookspur. Aldous has sent a letter asking me to meet her at Fort Deadlight. Holy inventory. Alright, let's go ahead and sail to Crookspur. I got my little piglet pet. Probably should stop at a vendor on the way out. And I probably should upgrade my ship. I don't know how much money I have. I don't have much money. That's okay. Hey, Anton. Who's talking about Wolf's cheeks? Takahu is. He's been sexually harassing me since the start of this game. And I'm not for it. Dominic, hey Wolf, have fun playing. As Druid, I really like the returning Storm spell. It's an AoE stun ability.
Right, sure.
Yeah, the Druid's super cool. I think it's my favorite class. Even though my character is actually a ranger.
Will no one help me?
Zaphiel,
Perhaps in a day or two.
our favorite troll, has returned to chat. I use the Pillar soundtrack for the background of my D&D games. One of my all-time faves. I can see that. It's great background music. You guys ready for the Solasta DLC or what? Coming up in May. Level 10 to 16 campaign. Oh, Shadowheart feels every time you mention the coconut oil. No, I haven't played Vampire the Masquerade. Not really like a big vampire guy. Kind of like I'm not a mech guy, so you guys don't really see me play mech games too much, even though I am going to give Armored Core a try, I think. My dearest watcher, a god with an agenda tends to put things into perspective. Now more than ever, it's imperative we commandeer the floating hangman, if only so that we may chase Aothis to Ukaizo. I have called a meeting of the Consueglo Mescastillas Casitas. Please sail the Dunagi and join us as swiftly as the winds will bring you. Captain Ferrante. Is it because of the thing between vampires and wolves? I don't hate vampires. The Underworld movies are some of my favorite movies of all time. I just don't get as excited as... I just don't get that excited for like a modern day metropolitan setting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more of like a fantasy, medieval, and if we're gonna get into more modern day settings, like we're talking 17, 18s, even early 1900s. Like, I like games like that, but games with like more modern settings, I don't know. I'm just trying to get away from modern day when I play video games. And even like futuristic settings like don't interest me that much. That's why you guys don't see me play like a ton of sci-fi games either. I just like going back in time, man. Give me some fireballs, right? They had fireballs in the 1300s. Give me a sword, a dagger, and let's call it a day. I love that Celeste is starting small and keeps expanding on it. Yeah, I'm excited for the future of tactical adventures. I will say though, I hope this is their last DLC. Because I'm ready for them to move on, because I think their next project is going to be, of course, better than Celeste, and Celeste was a fantastic experience.
Leave it to me.
I think they're capable of so much more, though, so I don't want them to linger too long on this game. Let's get the next game in production, and you got me sold on it. All right. Let me talk to the ship right here real fast. Where the hell did he go? Where the hell's the dude? That's not him. This guy not working today? There he is.
Back for more, are you? Come take a look.
$40K right now that I'm getting. I actually might be able to upgrade my ship. I wonder if there's any downsides to an upgraded ship in this game. Probably not. Like in Sea of Thieves, if you had an upgraded ship, it was a lot harder to sail, and you needed the correct number of players in order to make use of it. And it was also harder to control. Having a smaller ship in Sea of Thieves was actually sometimes a good thing. I don't think it works like that in this game, though. Tell you what, it is nice not having to worry about my weapons dying on me from the Iron Crisis. So much loot, it's just ridiculous. I have so much loot. Free water. I don't need any of the exceptional pistols. Even if it's better than what I currently have, I don't pretty much never use my guns. This is what happens when you don't clean out your inventory in like 7 game sessions. Free Wada, the Balla. You guys know that Free Wada played D1 basketball? For Duke. Back in 2006. $22 kegs of beer. About to throw a rager. You guys enjoying today's stream so far? The first 30 minutes I was on the wrong load point, and the next 30 minutes I am working on my inventory. It's kind of relaxing though, I'm not gonna lie. Bruh, I just got 94K. I got 70 something K out of that transaction right there. That is incredible. Okay. Fortunately, the galleon is 100K. Should I sell some more stuff? Yeah, let's sell that. No, I might need ship supplies though. Sell the kitchen stove. Ooh, I have a nice saber right there. I could actually probably use that. I have 100K now. Some of these hats look like they're like gatherable resources. Honestly, I don't even use potions in this game. I barely use the health potions. I'm gonna sell four of the minor ones. We'll sell that, sell that. Haven't been using the bombs, even though I should be. We'll save a couple antidotes. Oh, what was that? Relentless striking. Nah, I don't need that. Caltrops, haven't been using those. Might as well just sell them. Elemental defense. I'll save that. Might be able to make use of it. Haven't been using scrolls at all. We'll save that. Alright, trade. 103K now. You know what'd be really funny is if this entire time I was actually buying items from the vendor. You guys know how I've done that a few times. That would be pretty funny. Alright, let me take a look at my inventory here.
Back for more, are you? Ugh. Come take a look.
See you later, Oliver. And good afternoon. Don, hello. Okay, it looks like I have plenty of stuff. I think it's time to upgrade my ship. What do you guys think? Should I finally do it? I'm doing it. I just bought a galleon. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. Shit, that's so expensive. I just lost all my money. Just lost all my money. Now, how do you activate the ship? The new ship. Whoa! I don't know if I can even run this new ship. I might need to hire some people. Put everybody on the sidelines. I feel like I'm playing Battleship right now. I don't know if you even have to do this, but I'm doing it. It's my first time really messing with a ship system, so forgive me. These are okay. All right, I got that. Taking everything off this one ship. And we're going to go to this ship. And then we're gonna assign... Damn, we need a lot of people. I know these guys each have their own duties, but I'm just gonna throw them on right now just to make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, you can just right click? No, you can't. And we got some people resting. Okay. Don, thank you for the Canadian 550. I noticed that you bought this game, Don. You played for a couple hours. I think it was showing me that on the GOG store. Did you enjoy your first session? Almost like the War Tales camp. Or a ship owner? You watch your mouth when you're in my chat. Little do you know, I am a zoo tycoon mogul. If you want me to, I'll show you my zoo in Planet Zoo. And you would never call me poor ever again. In fact, you'd be working for me, cleaning out the porta potties. How's that sound? Okay. F5. Let's go check out our new ship. How the hell do you get out of this place? There we go. You like it, Don? Good. Good to hear. Alright, Don. See you later. Don't forget to click Set Active Ship on the left under the picture of the galleon. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you. Perfect.
Hey there.
Hey there. At the food and water tab, put the food and water on the left side so they consume things. What do you mean? I have food and water on the left side. Been doing that since day one. Oh, great. 50% chance to flee. It used to be like 47%. Guess we're boarding. Should have a sail with your coat of arms on it. Right now I'm supporting the pro. Oh my holy boat. It's quite the upgrade. Right now I'm sailing the colors of the Principe, my favorite faction.
That makes no difference.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
This always hits my own team too, but I like doing it, so I'm gonna do it again.
Let's try again.
I love the giant that I have working for me. Bertha, I think is her name. She was a cook for, I think, the Principe, actually, when I first went to Fort Deadlight.
This is beautiful. Not exactly my area of expertise.
That was about as... There's a bump on a pickle.
A lot of people here. Let me turn this way down. Hold on. How's that? That's too low, let me know.
No can do.
Makes no difference.
Are there any casters here? There's a paladin, holy crap. Just seeing that right now.
Can't make a dent.
Kick them in the head till they're dead. Particle effects in this game are so well done. I just love like watching these combat encounters. I have it in fast speed at the moment, just in case any of you guys are wondering why it's going so quick. Emis, greetings, hello. Why is the fight happening on what is called the boat? So much water, and nary a drop to drink. Smash that like button for continued excellent content. Thank you so much, Emis, as always. Scottish music? I don't know if I'd say Scottish music, but
Show 'em how it's done. There's no need for that.
got similarities, right?
Can't afford another loss.
Dude, this freaking holy crap. Oh, that's the boss right there. We got a 3-star, that's why. I see what's up.
Me and you are about to mix.
Nice. I won my first galleon ship battle. The sea shanties are the best in this game. True. Alright, so we have to go to Crooksburg. No idea. Look at my boat right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. No! Yeah, that's nice. The ship battles are kind of annoying.
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down.
Not sharing your coins? I don't think I have to. I haven't shared them yet, and I've been doing well, so why give up the money if I don't have to, you know what I mean? That's why at my zoo, I pay my workers as little as I possibly have to just to keep them coming in, you know what I mean? Business 101, my friend.
A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices
Hey, Randy.
boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Mogren looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika.
Not these jabronis again.
Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
What's going on here?
You have found us engaged in a spirited discussion.
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
The Watcher's returned. Perhaps we should hear what he has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves.
Yeah, the art in this game is top notch. I really enjoy it. It really sets the atmosphere.
Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
Is that a fish with tits? I'm gonna have to say yes to that. We're gonna roll our eyes. That's obvious.
Not for lack of trying.
Feathers rise along the crest of Helia's head as she stares pointedly at Mogren.
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Would you guys romance that fish? Yes or no?
Is there nothing we can do?
Remember, you're online, so you're mostly anonymous unless you use your actual names. Just be honest.
Mogren glances at the pallid night from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched and absorb our scattered children.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
Fish oil massage? I plead the fifth. I like the game a lot, Allhaven. I did drop a review on the channel the other day, so if anyone actually wants like more of an in-depth review as to how I'm feeling after 40-something hours, just check the channel.
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
A curl of steam rises from her nose. The pallid knight looks on, impassive.
Should we be killed, we may possess the bodies of our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb their souls, granting us additional strength.
So, Takahu?
Andra's precious son, yes, he would die.
Wow.
Him and thousands of others.
The pallid knight speaks with the chilly temperance possessed only by the god of death.
We're gonna say nothing.
But the time for that plan has long passed us by.
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
I really appreciate that they highlight the different gods that are talking in these scenes.
Mogren elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now? But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
You're gonna pass, Gold? Oh, come on, live life a little. What do you mean?
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Mogren's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if he wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Mogren slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform, and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
I really do enjoy this story so far, even though the main story progresses quite fast in this game. I feel like the faction quests are like designed to be almost part of the main story, even though they're technically not. When you look at it like that, yeah, the game has a lot of main content, but the actual main quest specifically progresses pretty fast. This Guardian is but one more thing that will fall before me.
Ah, there is that heady mix of kith ferocity and hubris Mogren so admires.
I really don't know what I'm going to do with Aethys yet.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside, not even for the Herald of Bareth.
So I have to fight the Guardian of Ukaizo? Any suggestions?
Where's the challenge in that?
Mogren's black teeth shine.
You met my challenge at the Searing Falls without hesitation, after all. And when Firga faltered, you restored her faith in me.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand?
I also really like how, like, it's not just one god versus one god. You have, like, a ton of gods on one side, and they're all working to try to figure out what Aothas is up to. And they all have their own opinions on things, etc.
What do you think of Aothas' scheme to destroy the wheel?
It's a long time coming. Kith will finally know what a bunch of frauds you all are. It's really hard to make decisions in this game because you just don't know, like, what the correct decision is. Even if you feel like you're going down one moral path, it's really hard to figure it out. We can no longer count on the gods for guidance. Kith will have to figure this out on our own.
Perhaps you misunderstand. This is not a test you will overcome on your own. Aothas intends to change the fundamental structure of life and death. Does that not frighten you? You, Kith, who are most vulnerable?
It does, but I will not let fear rule me.
Aothas loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try.
How did Aothas fool you all? You're the most powerful beings in Eora.
He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Wodica balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Wodica then, and looks instead to the Pallid Knight.
What if Aothas is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
We will remake our world without you in it.
Such hubris. Kith will make a mess of things. You cannot help yourselves. You must be controlled, lest you stray and fail.
And what if they fail? Then they die. And so do we. We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Wodica drives her fist into her hand.
Help them? We should finally bring them to heel.
I wonder what type of voice actor or actress you need for a character like Wodica here. I have to look up who the VA is for that role. It's an interesting voice.
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Wodica until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aothas yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aothas may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo.
I don't owe you anything anymore, Mrs. Pallid Knight. I don't like this group of gods.
Only your life.
A faint smile plays at the corner of the Pallid Knight's lips.
She's the one in the beginning that resurrected us, even though I think our character didn't fully die, because we were resurrected as the same character. But we almost died. Or we did die, but we didn't actually, like, complete the wheel. And the Pallid Knight is the one in the beginning of the game that allowed us to come back and tasked us with figuring out what Aothas is up to. I'm not sexist, but I prefer a deep male voice to be my narrator. I don't think that's sexist at all. Yeah, you know, like the Baldur's Gate 1 I kind of felt the same way. That deep voice is really relaxing. However, I really am enjoying the narrator in Baldur's Gate 3. I think she's doing an excellent job. That's kind of changed my perspective a little bit.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher. Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind.
Wait, what happens if I fail to convince Aothas of anything?
You will not fail.
Like, for example, I actually prefer the narrator in BG3 over the DOS 2 narrator, even though I think the DOS 2 narrator's voice is pretty cool. It's got like that old man wizard vibe to it. I think I like the BG3 narrator. However, the narrator of the original Baldur's Gate games, I don't know, it's hard to beat that.
The pallid night conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly
Just a
grows
preference.
to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
I like the BG3 narrator better than Ashley Johnson. I think Ashley Johnson does a great job, but her voice isn't particularly my favorite voice. What do you guys think about that? BG3 narrator or Ashley Johnson? Who are you guys choosing for your game?
Hey there. Sure.
Some of you guys are probably biased because you love Critical Role.
Mm-hmm.
The BG3 narrator is really good. The quality of it is also better too in terms of the audio quality. We're able to hear like the emotion in her voice more so than Ashley's voice right here. You can kind of hear like it's being recorded in the Pillars games, and in BG3 it sounds so pure. All right, let's get out of here. I don't think I even need to talk to anybody, or should I? We'll talk to Matt Mercer real fast.
Is anyone seeing to your schooling, fella?
Ashley, you guys are biased. Get out of here. Get out of here. Unbelievable.
I'm learning a lot.
Carter says, I love Ashley Johnson, but I love BG3 narrator more. DOS 2 later? You're going with DOS 2? Okay, all right. Isn't it funny how we all prefer different things? It's also really funny when you think about it, how we all like different foods too. You guys ever like think about that? Like somewhat oh shit. Oh god. Oh no. Oh shit. Got it. Like, isn't it funny? Like, what does an onion taste like? A raw onion tastes like to you guys versus what it tastes. I hate onions. I like cooked onions, but when they're raw, it's disgusting to me. Do we both technically taste the same thing? But for some reason, some people like it and other people don't like it, but it's still technically the same taste. You guys ever think about that before? Angie, thank you for renewing your channel membership. The true OG of this chat. I would give you a lifetime channel membership if I could. But YouTube doesn't allow you to do that. Liver and onions? Ugh, Gonzo, I'm not coming over to your house for dinner. That's for damn sure. Isn't it interesting to think about, though? Like, setting an onion on my tongue versus setting an onion on Tardis's tongue. Are we both technically tasting the same flavor? But our minds perceive it differently? Perceive's not the correct word, but you guys get what I'm saying. And for some reason, Tardis's brain says, I like this onion, and then my brain thinks it's disgusting. How does that work? You can say that with a lot of things. It's like music, too. Although I have found with music, when I was like a teenager, I was a lot more closed-minded with things that I liked. And as I got older, I started figuring out that being open-minded about different things can really open up your life to a lot more enjoyment. And I found with music, if somebody shows me music and I don't like it, if I listen to it for like a year, just here and there, like eventually I start to like it. Has that ever happened to you guys before? I also converted a lot of my friends when I was younger into liking like hardcore metal music. When at first, when they heard it, they're like, oh, what is this nasty screaming stuff? Like the dude's just screaming into a microphone. It's really loud. There's nothing going on. There's no musical talent. And like 2 years later, after making them listen to songs in my car, they're all bobbing their head. They got all the albums. They're coming to concerts with me. Do you think the liver dinner has all B vitamins? I'll get my B vitamins from a damn pill. Okay, how about that? Onion and liverwurst sandwich? That I literally would throw up if you put that in front of me. That sounds disgusting. I was in a porta potty the other day and I looked down and I almost threw up. It was disgusting what I saw. That's how I'd feel if I saw onion mixed with liverwurst. I'd rather go into the porta potty and stare at that dump that was on the ground. Thing looked like a brain, man. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. Hey, Harry. All good, man. I don't even remember what you said the other day, Harry, but you didn't offend me or whatever you were talking about. You would never offend me anyways, no matter what you said. There's a lot of you guys that have been here for a while that I know are generally good people. And if I know you're a good person, it's really hard for me to take offense to anything that you say or take anything the wrong way, because I know that you have good intentions. But I don't even recall what you said. I wasn't offended, I can tell you that much. Shit! Oh, shit! Oh, no. 48% chance to flee. I'm surrendering. Why did I just hear the wolf go off, but I don't see anything? Did you guys hear the wolf go off? Did I miss something? You did the screaming technique? I don't recommend metal screaming or rough singing to anybody. Unless you actually want to do it as a career. Takes a long time to learn and you really do screw up your throat while you're trying to learn how to do it. You're examining cargo in the hold when the sound of whispers and muted laughter draws you deeper into the darkness. You carefully round a stack of crates to find Alade and Beodal engaged in a round of Orland's head. Alade salutes. Hello, Captain. We're putting down copper on Orland's head if you're looking to join for a round. Stop this nonsense and go make yourselves useful. Beodal blanches as Alade snaps to attention. Yes, Captain. They stammer, not quite as one. Apologies, Captain. Alade bows. We didn't mean any harm. We'll go get mess started. The pair hastily retreat. Damn straight. I feel like I'm dealing with like the people that worked at my zoo. Unbelievable. Walking around like it's their day off. Think I give a shit about -5 morale? If I were in Orland, I'd be very offended by that game. Yeah, I did mention Angie, unless my microphone was muted. I saw that. Okay, Crookspur, here we go. Just a quick little recap. Honor Among Thieves. Look at the name of that quest. How many of you guys saw that movie? Great movie. Go see it. Alright, so I've docked at Crookspur's slave report to begin assessing the situation. Something tells me this place holds more than it shows. We have to find Aldis's contact in the island of Crookspur.
You there? Psst, Lovesome. Chance a gander this way.
Glance in her direction.
Thought that might catch your attention. Now then, you must call me Seafault. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, gent. Have a look-see. You won't find a grander market for your labour needs than Crookspur, nor finer illusion wares than mine.
The new D&D movie. Honor Among Thieves. You the contact?
That I am. During my station here, I've spied signs of illegal activity.
What sort of illegal activity?
Slaves that oughtn't to be slaves. Enslaving people of the Deadfire is illegal. It's the selling of slaves from elsewhere that isn't. If we could free the natives who've been detained before they're carted outside of the Deadfire, the illegal trade would be exposed, weakening the entire trade. Moreover, we'd ruin Ferrante's ploy with the slavers, whatever it may be.
This is interesting because I am a Principe fan, but I'm currently in between Captain Aldis and Captain Ferrante and their goals. Both Principe characters. I can say Ferrante sent me to help the slavers, not to undermine them. Let's go with number 1. I'll do what I can.
You'll find the natives, the illegal stock, deep within the fortress, kept from sight. There's routes to the inside, but most stand heavily guarded.
Prime membership had Baldur's Gate for free a bit ago, and they still have it as a free download. Cool.
You may have better luck sneaking in through the sea caverns dotting the shore. One of them leads into the fortress. I've got a skiff ready for the slaves you send out. We'll make fast for Deadlight. After that, who but Andra knows? Maybe I'll see you around Dunwich.
Dunwich, that's the correct pronunciation. I think I got the original Baldur's Gate games for like $3 or $4. I can't remember where I got them or what deal was going on, but I got them for super cheap. So if you can get it for free, go for it. I thought Honor Among Thieves was really good, much better than I anticipated. Me too, I didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? I think they did really good, and I was laughing my ass off. And I think comedy is a bit hard to achieve these days. I don't really laugh at too many movies anymore. There's so many restrictions on what you can and can't say and what's, you know, culturally and socially appropriate, etc. I think it really is hard for a lot of directors to make a comedy movie that is acceptable. And Honor Among Thieves nailed it, in my opinion. They nailed it, and they kept like politics out of it and everything, and it was just natural. It was good, it was funny, really good genuine moments. Nothing was really inappropriate, nothing was edgy, and they still managed to pull off comedy, which was super cool.
Right here. Leave it to me.
So I was very, very happy with the way that they did it.
You should see this.
Before I go in there, let me come over here. BG1 and 2 go on sale all the time on GOG. Yeah, they do. I think I got mine on Steam, though.
Approaching. You are late. The auction is almost over.
What auction?
What other could it be? The weekly auction for the Whimpering Chattel. Know you where you are? This is Crookspur.
Ah, yes, the auction. That's why I'm here.
If anyone is to hurry, it should be you. I grow tired of opening and closing the gate. Take care that I do not drop it as you walk beneath.
Nice. Hey, Kobe.
We continue now, cliente. Phenoma. At last we reach the culmination of our lot today.
A stiff-backed woman gestures widely with her arms, gathering the crowd a hair closer. Excitement simmers amid buzzing voices and the low rattle of raffia hands. Hand fans. Anticipation hangs in the air. Then with a flick of her prim wrist, she hastens the final slave to step forward.
Feast your eyes on a fruit most rare.
Dude's got horns.
Velico will open the bidding at 800 pies. 800 pies, 800 right here, and 850. Who'll give me 850, 875, I'm at 875.
What a putrid thing.
We've got 875 and now 900. Who will bid us 900?
Damn, some risky dialogue lines up on the top right there. This might get me in trouble, but I'm tempted to say it. I'm just so curious what's going to happen. I hear Crookspur engages in illegal trading practices. How do we know this man isn't a native to the Deadfire?
Caution, amico. Those are grave accusations, as well as false ones, to be assured.
I'm from the Deadfire. You cannot keep me.
Nonsense! Uter bella tonderia. Do tell us then, Posternago, from where do you hail? And I would advise you to be immensely specific.
That is...
Did he say Poko Kohara, or perhaps Ori, or Koiki?
No, he did not. Every one of our stock is properly vetted and certified, healthy, mentally self-sufficient, and born and raised outside of the Deadfire. Our present listing hails from the Deerwood. Now, let us reconvene the auction.
Yeah, we're gonna do nothing at the moment.
For the horns alone, I'd give you 900.
Now we're at 950. Do I see 950? And I do. And we're up to 975. Where's my 975? There it is. And who'll give me 1,000?
Okay, let's bid 1,000. 1,100.
11,100. Do we have 150? Can I get 150?
Your bid is matched and raised with a flick of a fan.
And now we've 11,150 to bid at number
Oh my
63.
God.
11,200. Do I have 3?
Too steep for my blood.
I believe I'll mount those horns in the drawing room.
Oh, God.
What a fine statement they'd make.
Are you mad? They've medicinal value.
11,150. Going once, going twice.
Shit, if they have medicinal value, I'll bid 1,200.
And now we've 11,200 to the bidder with no number. How odd. It's a delightful mystery, Gliente. 11,200. Do I have 3? 11,200 pyres. Once, twice. Sold to our mystery bidder. Gelarde, I do hope you possess the sufficient funds, for your sake as well as mine. Come here now. We will finalize the trade.
Slave trade, yeah.
Perfetto. Let us close this deal.
The auctioneer inclines her head to the shackled godlet.
You are a first-time buyer, Ak? For I do not recognize you as one of our usual patrons.
That's right. Now let's say nothing.
Your silence speaks for you. Before the transfer is complete, you must speak with Master Kua. He awaits in his office in the fort.
I'm wondering what I can do with the slave. Like, I'm wondering if I can get the slave and then it can become like my crewmate. And then I can pay it the proper wages, of course. Honestly, I did that because I was thinking, I feel like there must be some dialogue where I can save this guy.
Good day, my Lord Master.
Hey, damn, see, you better call me Lord Master.
Right here. I got this.
Ah, and how might I help you?
All right, let's go ahead and leave this. And let's see if we can... Let me explore up here real fast. Then we're going in the dungeons to free all the natives. First, I'd like to get rid of this fog of war. Hey, Caitlin. Happy Friday. TGIF. How many of you guys in the chat work Monday through Friday and now you're free for the weekend? There's got to be a few of you, right? Alright, I wonder if I have to sneak into the dungeons, if I can just go down there. Let's just go down and see what happens. 2 more hours till freedom. Used to love weekends when I was a hardcore gamer. Now I kind of hate them. Why you hate them, man? Pillars 1 Definitive Edition is $9 and Pillars 2 is like $13. Yeah, last I checked, Deadfire was like $10 on the GOG store, which is a steal for a game of this magnitude.
Right here. Leave it to me. Tried to force their way out of the cellar.
Okay, I guess I probably should have been a little bit more stealthy.
He'll torture them up right good for their insolence.
It's funny because Pillars will go on sale $10 on GOG, and then the week after it'll be $40. Like, it's an insane sale that they keep running.
Yeah.
Quite the price jump.
Sure.
All right, auctioneer has allowed me to enter the Fort Crookspore to meet with the master. But we want to disrupt the slavers' operations because we're working for Captain Aldis, and we don't want to do what Ferrante wants to do here. Okay. underwater tunnel into the sea. All right. I wonder if I need to go to that tunnel right now, if I can get there. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just explore. See what this is all about. 3-day weekend? Nice. Does the weekend love you back? Uh-oh. That's a problem. Oh, shit. No! I think that's gonna hit friendlies, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Nice. Tried to play 2 times with the first part of this game, but it was too slow. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit slow because it's such a narrative experience, and the narrations in this game doesn't really involve cinematics or even gameplay for a lot of the story parts. So it's definitely a bit on the slower side. So it's not going to be for everyone if you're not really into like the crazy heavy narrative games with a lot of text. But if you like that stuff, I think this game is probably right up your alley. It feels very unique in the way that they present their story. And yeah, DOS 2 is going to be a much more high momentum type game versus Pillars.
This calls for a subtle touch. There. What can I tell you?
Shh. We're not supposed to talk with anyone. Who are you? An escaped slave? I don't want to get in trouble.
It's not safe. Stay here.
Sure. I mean, it's...
Hey. Sure. Mm-hmm. Hey there.
Why can't I pick up this damn...
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Oh, is there not something? Oh, it's just a bucket. Oh, okay, there we go.
Hey there.
There's a vase. The straw pile reeks of urine? That's disgusting. I think we're going in guns a-blazing now. At this point, right?
I hope you're not expecting much. Mm-hmm. Leave it to me.
I smell conflict.
Yeah. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Who thinks PoE 2 is better than Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous? Honestly, Nick,
Right here.
I'm enjoying this game more than Pathfinder. I think they both probably have their strengths and their weaknesses.
Yeah, I got this.
But I genuinely like the visuals better in this game. The art style, Pathfinder is a little cartoony-ish. Kind of killed the immersion a little bit. And I also enjoy Pillars, Obsidian's way of explaining character development. It's a lot less stressful. It's a lot less you have to sit there and stare at character sheets. And more so you can just enjoy the process and play the game. I think each probably can be a plus or minus depending on who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm. Be right there.
Because Pathfinder does appeal to a lot of people. And I think what it does what it does, and I think it's a good thing for a lot of people, but
help us. We are not fit to be here.
at least on the streaming side of things, I enjoy streaming Pillars much more than Pathfinder.
Come closer. That's it. Just a step more, little bird.
When you step closer to the cell, she lunges forward, banging her shoulder against the bars as her hand snatches for your throat. Yeah, possibly, Kobe. I was looking into that the other day, actually. You can make a lot of mistakes in Wrath of the Righteous simply from just not understanding the game's mechanics, and that can lead you down a pretty miserable path. Can't really do that as much in Pillars. I also don't think Owlcat's the best at explaining game mechanics. So in that regards, Pillars has been a more enjoyable game to stream for myself because I don't have to stress out about every little damn thing. Alright, rest her fingers from your neck.
Who are you? A buyer, maybe? But down here? I haven't seen you before, so you don't work for the slavers.
Can you tell me anything about these dungeons?
So you really aren't one of Kua's. I only know the way we were brought in, but an escape that way wouldn't be easy. The guards have horns for triggering a lockdown.
You wouldn't happen to be a native of the Deadfire, would you?
I am Wahaki. The Deadfire is my homeland. And someday, I will kill these slavers for defiling it. Understand?
So it's true. Crookspur trades illegal slaves.
They do. Though the legalities scarcely matter. All Kith have an inborn right to freedom, to survival. I would see these traders slaughtered for their overbearance. You've made it this far and haven't been skewered by an ogre. Yet. Perhaps you can free us. Me and the others are keeping tabs on their patrols. I know their schedules, and their weaknesses.
You know, I think the AI editor in this game is almost too good, to be honest with you, because you can almost automate your entire combat experience. With that said, it's a really cool system. And yeah, not a lot of other games allow you to edit it to that scale. But I also think it can be to a fault too, because once you figure it out, I haven't even really been messing with it because my experience is already half automated as it is. I don't want to make my characters any better. So like by choice, I'm not really going into the AI editor that much. I'm kind of just going with the flow.
We can handle ourselves if you can get us out of this cell.
You'd need weapons to even have a chance of surviving.
Weapons? The slavers have plenty, ripe for the taking. We will swiftly kill the closest guards and arm ourselves. I will personally take the Taskmaster's anchor and use it to rip out his entrails, open the cell, and witness the Wahaki's best warriors in action.
Do you know who has the keys?
The big dumb one. The Taskmaster. He stomps around near the stairs that will take us to the fort's upper floor.
Hey there. Sure.
Yeah, actually, if the game feels too easy to you, what you can simply do is go to this little AI interface menu icon right here. And then put it on AI auto attack only. And then you control pretty much
Right
everything
here. Leave
except
it
the
to me.
basic attacks.
There. What did I tell you?
I don't need a
Ready
key.
to skin some slavers? I know I'm ready for revenge.
I'll kill the slavers while you run. You know what? Screw it. Let's let them fight with me. Let's make them suffer. Suddenly her whole body is on alert, her muscles taut as a bowstring as she signals for her fellow Wahaki to draw closer.
Me and mine will make our way to the courtyard, gutting any slavers we find.
Damn.
The chaos should help you reach the master. But say, are you ready?
Damn, I could just free and then flee, but... Oh, okay. Oh, we can't strike yet.
We'll await your signal.
Okay. We'll make all the slaves wait for a little bit. Yeah, sometimes it is nice though to just watch your characters do their thing. But I think if a game wanted to truly define a balanced difficulty setting, they would have to figure this out a little bit more and set more limitations on it. But who cares in this game? And do whatever you want.
There.
You know?
Yeah.
Tread cautiously, horse.
It makes no difference.
I reap what I... So...
Beyond seek.
Luther.
Beyond seek.
Speak your mind. You need it. Will be so.
And I can see like I can even see an automated experience in combat still being enjoyable for a lot of people because it's still your character build.
You have my
your
attention.
settings for the AI editor, so it could still
We've got company.
Still be fun. Just becomes a little bit more iffy when you're someone that really cares about game balance. The more like cheeses and options that you give, the harder it is to balance the game.
That will do, I say.
So like using the AI editor on normal mode, if you have the AI editor decked out, like the game's easy. It becomes easy difficulty. If you don't use it, then maybe it's normal. It kind of makes things a little bit confusing, but... Damn, this guy's hitting hard.
Try this. Hey there, I got this.
Can't pick up that loot for some reason.
How may I help?
This will do. Beyond seek.
Gosh darn, those particle effects.
Speak your Kara. It is no problem. Yes, Captain.
Like when you start off weak and then can become OP.
What say?
Consider it done.
At your naturally. You need something.
All right, let's just see how this plays out. Why not? This should be fun. But I have to run to the bathroom first, so let me go in front of this prison cell right here. And we're going to attack here momentarily. So give me about 45 seconds. You got it, Amy. I didn't bring my phone with me, TARDIS. Hello, dragon. One minute and 21 seconds? Unbelievable.
Slavers? I know I'm ready for revenge.
Let's make them suffer. Suddenly your whole body is on alert.
Me and mine will make our way to the courtyard, gutting any slavers we find. What say? Are you
We
ready?
hit hard and we hit now. She clenches her fist in the air to signal the rest of the Wahaki. I've dealt the blow to the Crookspur slave operations as Aldous asked. It's time to meet her at Fort Deadlight to deliver the news. Question is, should I continue on? Should I... I think we're just supposed to disrupt it. And not get too involved. You know what I mean? This should be interesting.
What? How did you... Sounding the horns! We have a trespasser!
Thanks, Joseph. She reaches for the horn on her side. Oh, I guess we're getting into it. We would have to go down below in the underwater tunnel, or we can get the XP and smash these dudes up. Excuse me.
At your service.
Wait, look there. How may I help? I shall.
That's not very...
Oh!
Beyond seek.
Mo. See on
Oh shit!
That's not... very helpful.
Lava will be on seek.
Beyond seek. I'll teach you.
I seem to have lost my
Kick them in the
way.
head till they're dead.
Lava beyond seek.
See ya. Fireball for the win, right?
Challenge.
Halfway through level 12.
I got this. I got this.
I can't help it but go through the
season
entire
of
place.
harvest is here.
This might be kind of hard. F5. All right. YOLO.
It's done.
Oh shit. Nope. Everybody back up. Everybody back up. Everybody back up.
Sure.
I'll teach you on that.
How do you like that?
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
My current AI behaviors don't really line up well with dropping a wall and having an enemy filter through it. I'd have to take off like my tank's charge attack and all that.
Leave it to me, yeah? Right here.
Okay, back to the courtyard we go. Decided to start Wrath of the Righteous, and the mechanics are pretty darn complex. It's true, Joseph, it's true. Pathfinder games require a lot of thinking and knowledge. Once you get it down, if you ever get it down, it can be quite enjoyable. I don't like how I didn't like how Owlcat set up character development, like the feat system and all that. Obviously I figured it out eventually because I started making videos on the game, but it wasn't set up in a very user-friendly way with figuring out how your character levels up. Like the charts and the graphs and everything and the trees were very, very confusing. That's why I appreciate how it is in this game. Like when you look at a character's ability tree, it's easy to figure out, oh, okay, so as I level up, I get these spells. Then there's also passive spells that I can get. I mean, it's a lot simpler in Pathfinder in Pillars than it is in Pathfinder. But I like the way that Obsidian set that up.
That's it.
You're also going to come across a lot of enemies in Pathfinder that just kick your ass completely, regardless of what level you are. And you have to like spend a lot of time looking at that enemy's resistances and vulnerabilities, etc., and then kind of rebuild your strategy. But there's a lot of fun involved in that too. The hammerhead shark is shapeshifting for my druid. I don't really have a great positioning going on here, but we're gonna run with it anyways. Nice. Look at the crowns above the head, the fire crowns, those are cool.
Happy to oblige. I hear you.
But you know, the complexity behind Pathfinder is also, I think it can be a very good thing. So I wouldn't tell Owlcat to make their games any differently. I think it does appeal to a crowd of people that are looking for that, you know, extreme challenge of figuring out character sheets. A lot more hardcore CRPG experience. But at the same time, I think Owlcat can do a better job explaining how things work. I would tell them, keep your complexity in your game, but explain it a little bit better. And then the Pathfinder games would be great for what they are. Like, don't make the game more shallow. Don't take away the deepness, the depth of the systems. But lay it out a little bit better in a way that's more friendly to the eye of a new player. It'd be interesting to see like Wrath of the Righteous stats, like how many players played and how many people quit like halfway through the game, or even like on their first week. I'm assuming there's a lot of people that probably played Wrath of the Righteous that played, and then like a week into it, they're like, I can't do this anymore. This is just too stressful trying to figure this stuff out. It's not explained that well. I'm trying to relax on my weekend and, you know, involve myself in a fantasy adventure, and I'm sitting here making the wrong decisions, clicking on different paths, and my number calculations are off. Like, I can understand that. I think this guy's gonna attack me. So can I go back here? Be interesting to see what Owlcat does with the 40k game. It seemed a little bit simpler than Wrath of the Righteous when I played the alpha. Didn't seem as crazy. Damn it. I really did naval battle by accident. Oh. Just charge and board. Let the combat begin. 40% of Steam buyers finish the games they start. Yeah, that's why I want to compare that to like Wrath of the Righteous. Like how many people started Wrath of the Righteous and compare it to like other games in terms of how early people quit. Because yeah, most people do quit games regardless of the game. I quit games all the time. You guys see me playing Red Dead. Like, I really love Red Dead. I love Cyberpunk. I just kind of stopped playing them. I don't know why. I'm going to go back to Cyberpunk at some point. Hey, there's my new ability. Nice. Smashed right through him.
Hey, watch.
This is not the best pirate-themed RPG? What's the best pirate-themed RPG, Braz? I couldn't think of really many other pirate-themed ones. How much food do I have? My morale's 49, that's fine. I don't have to pay my people. We're good. You're not well known. I think the Ascent did a far better Cyberpunk setting than Cyberpunk 2077. Felt more alive. You want to do Jedi Survivor? I was interested in that game. I just don't want to pay $70 for it, to be quite honest with you. Like, I would play it, but not for $70. I thought about just doing it, just to show it off to the channel a little bit, but I decided not to. There's other things I can focus on. Uh-oh, I haven't seen a storm in this game yet. Clouds gather in the distance, a hazy curtain of rain hanging from them. Ushizu peers at the storm. Nothing more than a squall, Captain. It shouldn't be much of a threat to sail through. Your crew looks to you. Your orders? We're as prepared as we're going to get. Take us in. The sea roils and the ship rocks as waves broadside the galleon. The wind drives rain across the decks. All hands to their post. We're holding course. Wait, oh shit. Waves rise and break over the rails, sending water cascading across the docks. Sailors shout orders to one another, clinging to the rigging for their lives as you cut your way through the storm. That was fine. The storm rages on. One day has passed. The cry rises like a pronouncement of doom from below decks. Fire! You dive into the hold to see flames licking the beams and making towards the stores. Oh, shit. Alright, douse the fire with water magic. Oh, look at this. This is so cool. We'll do overwhelming wave. That better be successful. Storm rages on, showing no sign of... Oh my gosh. The sea roils and the ship rocks as waves broadside galleon. Okay, oh shit. Lash the rudder against the sails and get below decks. Oh no. Alright, get everyone below decks and batten the hatches. The crew scurry about the deck as they make to hunker down, but this would be so terrifying. The hull of the galleon takes 18 damage. The storm rages on. What? Bruh. Ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutch their heads or guts, bent double over buckets squeezing tight between their knees. Open the gun ports. The crew will feel better if they can see the horizon. The crew opens the gun ports, moving to them both for a view of the sea and to be rid of the contents of their buckets. As if exhausted, the clouds finally calm, coming to rest like a thick blanket across the sky. The storm, it seems, has passed. Well, that was pretty crazy. Hello, NFP. What do I think about AAA games going for above 70? I haven't seen any above 70, Amis, unless you're talking about deluxe editions. Wait. I haven't seen any games, their base price higher than 70. Do you know any games that are more expensive than that? Seems like 70 is the new norm. And to be honest with you, I hate it because it's a big number, especially during these, you know, rougher economic times for everyone. It really sucks to have to pay that for a game. But with that said, if you look at the numbers, games are actually cheaper now than they were back in the day. $70 now, I don't know what it's equivalent to back then, but back in like 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, you were paying more according to the current value of what your dollar could get you back then. So games are actually cheaper nowadays, even at the $70 price point, at least from all the research that I've done. With that said, it still kind of sucks, and there's too many companies that take advantage of that price point when their game's not actually worth that. I think that's not a good thing. But I think if there's actually a really good game, I think $70 is fine, personally. It just sucks, but I think it's probably a reasonable price for a good game that has AAA quality and resources poured into it. It just sucks because the price keeps going up, and, you know, everybody's going through rough times right now, and just forking up, you feel like almost forking up $100 to play a game, but... New Jedi is 80? Is it really? Hold on, let me check. So you got to make sure you look at PC prices versus console too. Jedi Survivor. Is that coming out on PS5? $69.99, Amis, is what it says online. I haven't seen anything that's more expensive than that, besides getting like a deluxe edition or an ultimate edition. Yeah, if there's a good game, that's going to last me several months, if not years, I have no problem forking up money like that. Totally worth it. For the amount of time that I put into a game. The problem is you never know. Like, you don't know what you're getting. You spend $70 and the game ends up sucking, or it's like a company that was just way overpricing their game and it's not even worth it. That always sucks because it's a lot of money. Yeah, it looks like Jedi Survivor $69.99 on PS5. It wouldn't be more expensive on PC. There's a $2,000 game? Holy crap. You serious? Yeah, the problem is that it's a gamble. Yeah, exactly. Yep. This is a lot of money. I mean, but back then too, it would suck if you paid full price for a game that sucked. But I think probably back in the day, companies were less scammy. especially since the online culture wasn't as big as it is now. So I think back in the day, you used to get like a better bang for your buck, and nowadays it's usually a hit or miss.
Hey.
There's a lot of indie companies out there that charge way too much for their games too. Tempest, the pirate RPG. Tempest. I haven't heard of that one.
What do you need? I got it.
Okay, this is my favorite NPC in the game, Captain Aldous.
Ah, Captain. Beholding you never ceases to be a wonder. I only wish we met under more pleasurable circumstances. You wanted to speak with me? Well, consider me a captive audience.
Crookspur is a done deal.
Aye, and quite a raucous it was from what I've heard. I always like a good bloodbath myself.
I betrayed Captain Ferrante.
Some of the freed slaves have already made it here to Deadlight and pledged to ships in my fleet.
Nice. Solid play.
You did a fine thing, Captain. Don't think I'll soon forget it. You're real good for business. So, here's to hoping our wakes cross again someday.
Black Blade's Hood. Perception, 5% of hits converted to crits with ranged weapons. 10% action speed with daggers, rapiers, and stiletto.
Until then, you can trust that I'll be in touch when I need you.
Actually, I want to ask her about that.
You
Hold
wanted
on.
to speak with me?
Storming the palace was
Well,
pretty brazen. Don't you
Consider
think?
me high, but necessary. Do you disapprove of my tactics?
It doesn't really matter. I only want to know how you plan to reach Ukaizo.
The storms would be problematic for sure. If I didn't already have a plan to take command of the floating hangman so as to utterly quell them. We'll sail on through easy as you please. But first, I have a bit of research to hunt down. Last bit of the puzzle, if you will. I'll let you know when it's all set, Lovesome.
I got it.
Gotta be getting really close to level 13. About 3/4 through level 12 with most of my characters. Perfect. I think that means next session I will be ready to tackle the final quest or come close to it. Alright, let's see what I gotta do now. We gotta get a little bit more XP. We have another Principe quest, the Valian Trading Company, Overgrowth. I really, really, really wish that they put the companion quests into their own category. I know it's just me being lazy. Like, I could just read through them all and figure out, oh, this is the Joti quest. There's something about it just being easy to see and organized well that would make me much more inclined to do the companion quests. They're just kind of thrown into, like, the garbage side quest category. You know what I mean? Unless these are all command. Well, I've done a lot of them. No, this is Khan. Some of these quests are very vague, too. Ader is interested in reconnecting with a woman he used to know who supposedly settled in Deadfire with the Children of the Dawnstars. Find someone who might know Ader's friend. It's like that someone in the Children of Dawnstars knows her. I'm going to do the faction quests. They're just more interesting to me. Alof told me about an ancient leaden key cabal in the area known as the Painted Masks. That sounds kind of interesting. He said no one in the region seems to know that name, so our best hope is to keep an eye out for signs. Wait for Alof to explain further. Yeah, there's like a lot of like wait and like hope that things happen or you stumble across them with some of these companion quests. Not a huge fan of them. Like, you might come across somebody that's important to this quest. Just wait. 25.90 Canadian? Pillars 2's on Game Pass. There you go. Hey, I know we were talking about this before, Baraz, but now there's a little bit of controversy. There's some articles coming out about Game Pass possibly not being good for games. I know we talked about that, and it seemed the general consensus was that it was good, but now I keep seeing more and more articles, like every other day, coming out talking about Game Pass maybe being a bad thing. All right, let's go ahead and do the Valiant Trading Company quest. Speak with the Flame Alette atop the Spire of Soul Seers. Director Castle has asked that I assist a group of animancers in Nakataka. They conduct their experiments atop the Spire of the Soul Seers in the Sacred Stair District. Alette is their lead researcher and will be waiting for my arrival. The Hidden and the Unknown on Steam. Should I buy that? That'd be a hell of a video. Better get 1 million views on that video. The Game Pass, you never own the game and can pay more than the selling price of the game. I guess it depends on the type of game. Like an Elder Scrolls game or like a really deep RPG, yeah, I'd rather own the game. There's a lot of games that you just play through once and you don't really care if they ever disappear. Like a game like Jedi Survivor, for example, I would play that in Game Pass. I'm not going to play that game twice if I played it. It's an action-adventure game, you know, like RPGs are a little bit different, or online games are a little bit different. Is there any reviews on that game? On Steam? That's crazy. I wonder if it's just somebody scamming people. They're just like, what the hell, let's just put our game up for $2,000. Somebody will buy it. Putting a price point like that is appealing to some people. Some people gotta know what it is. All right, let's go to Nakataka. Hopefully we don't get attacked. I'd like to explore some of these islands too. There's a lot of these islands that I haven't ventured on yet, but we'll do that later. The social experiment. All this was a social experiment that began a few months ago when I began working on my game. At first, I just wanted to make a game. Wait, T-Dub, are you the one selling the $2,000 game? Looks like a text adventure. Oh, man. Oh, that's quoted. Okay, all right, T-Dub. Star Wars Survivor has a 38% negative review. That's probably because of performance issues. So, that's really what I've heard about it so far. Is there's a lot of animation and performance problems. That usually starts off a game's review pretty bad.
Where I could be of more use. I didn't realize.
Supplies here.
Love this music. From her unkept hair to her agitated pacing, Flawn Alette gives off an air of restrained chaos. She waves you over with a few quick motions.
Castle sent a runner ahead of you. Guess he's excited about all this. Did Castle say what all of this is about? Never mind, I'll explain. It's the Adra, of course. Everything's been about the Adra. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra. But there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a Watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing.
There aren't needles involved, are there?
No, nothing invasive. You'd just be putting your watcher's gift to use. Here, I'll explain.
Any of you guys scared of shots in this chat? You know, I don't mind shots in my leg or my arms, but if you're giving me a shot like on my stomach or my chest or something like that, like, ooh, that I'm not about that. I remember I got a penicillin shot in my ass in the military. I think it was a penicillin shot. That shit was painful. Damn, I thought the butt would be fine for a shot. Whew, that thing hurt.
Luminous Adra has special effects upon Keith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, nay?
Used to hate that, now you don't mind.
But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented Cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place.
The world between. I've been there before.
Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other across the in-between.
Isn't the in-between the name of the place in Stranger Things?
I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment.
Trying to harness a black hole. So you could, say, travel across the city?
That is the very least of it, amico. We've only managed short jumps thus far. I'm hoping that your own gifts will make the difference. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar.
Hey, on another side note, welcome to my brain, first of all. I'm thinking about the game and the quest, but I'm also thinking about something else. I was thinking about Critical Role's. Did you guys hear the announcement of their upcoming tabletop? What's it called? Dagger? Shit. Daggerfall? No, it's not Daggerfall. Dagger something. They have an entirely new system coming out. I'm assuming that they probably started working on it a lot when the Wizards of the Coast fiasco drama happened. It only makes sense that they started saying, like, okay, well, we got to make sure we have, like, our own thing in the future if we need it, but... Yeah, I saw the two RPG systems. I saw the announcement. The first one I wasn't really interested in. The second one seemed like it could be a big deal, and I feel like Critical Role might actually go with that system in the future for their campaigns. Be great advertisement for it, too. Yeah, because the first one was, like, the one-shot, much simpler, which actually could be really cool, but I think the second one could become something really big, possibly. What was it called? It was called Dagger something. Estefano, Wolf, do you have the DLCs of this game? Have you visited the island of the god of entropy and cold? I don't have all the DLCs because I've tried doing some of the DLC content and it didn't let me, so no to that. Will I get them? Possibly in the future. You know, watch Critical Role for you, Wada? You gotta be kidding me, okay? Unbelievable. Dagger Heart. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. How cool would it be if that actually blows up and they start doing their campaigns on that and then we get video games based on Dagger Heart?
Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a Watcher, for instance.
You want to use my connection to the Adra? I could target a specific pillar.
Precisely right. We've had luck with shorter jumps, but those were as much spellcraft as science.
I heard the DLCs are really good in this game. It's just a matter of what time I want to put towards streaming certain games.
The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
And there's no risk I'll show up missing limbs or nothing?
The next pillar's due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry. We paid the farmers.
And what if something goes wrong?
There was that fellow that jumped a little too far over the edge.
Stop scaring our assistant.
Let's do it.
Gelardi. Very well. You stand there. Ansel, the machine.
Merla. Burned. Well, that won't do it all.
All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
This look right to you?
We'll exit fast mode here. Oh, shit.
Right here. Be right there.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
I reap what I sow.
I love the hammerhead shark form. It's so cool.
Right here. Sure.
Something about a walking hammerhead shark. That's just badass.
You up there, run!
We have to go. Can't.
You're my little pig.
No, please.
Uh-oh.
Help!
Isn't going as planned. This isn't going as planned.
I got this. Isn't this something? Consider it done. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Sure.
Probably have to rest after this.
You ask too much.
I reap what I sow.
We're late on that fireball, Ayla. You're fired.
Hey there. I got this. Hey there. Be right there.
Hey there. Be right there. Hey there.
Of winter.
A wall formed from the tessellating blocks. The bismuth rises before you, and from out of the wall just a face at least 3 amua high. Its mouth hangs open in a silent shout, eyes wide. A damp, frigid wind screams between the rocks. It carries whispers in its wake and chills you to the core.
What have we here?
Is it Baphomet?
A wayward watcher has wandered into
I gotta take a piss. Be right back.
Whatever should I do with you?
Back. You have a 4070 Ti, Kieran? That's awesome. Probably a hell of a graphics card. Wonder how that compares to the base 4080. Have to look that up later. Fortunately, Nvidia charges too high a prices, but the graphics cards are damn good. I don't think this is the DLC, Baraz. I think this is just one of the regular faction quests. Alright, a wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you? The god chuckles, a sound like boulders crashing down a mountainside.
You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Barath.
Don't call me that.
Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust?
The stone face splits into a broad smile. I doubt Barath would appreciate that.
I do not fear Barath's wrath. Embrace oblivion with open arms.
What?
What?
The chill wind you first felt when you entered this place picks up. It becomes a deafening cacophony, a shriek so loud and sharp it might tear the very bones from your skin, or shred your soul to cobwebs. Cobweb tatters. Wait! You cry echoes out into the void. Slowly, the wind dies, and the cold abates.
Do you fear dissolution after all? How droll. As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul, you belong to Barath.
This is a pretty cool voice actor, although it sounds like there's a lot of effects on the voice.
I will spare you that fate. For now.
I knew you wouldn't do it.
I can pluck you from the mortal plane as easily as Barath, and you will not belong to them forever.
Touché.
Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again.
Hey, Revan? You don't like the rotating camera? I always like rotating cameras in games. It's always a bummer when I play a new game and I can't rotate the camera. Alright,
I do not make requests.
I love Aloth's robes and his wizard hat in my game here. He makes me one of my favorites. Or it makes him one of my favorites.
You might prepare yourself, Watcher. Eothas's plan is a bold one, brilliant in its simplicity, and he has the will to bring it to fruition.
Interesting. And what will happen to us?
Well, you know what I desire, and do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
Rimgrand's voice fades to nothing. Only the wind remains.
Spend more time in my mother's realm.
Leave it to me.
Interesting little scene there. Yeah, these faction quests are great. F5, true. Should have done that a long time ago.
Watcher, can you hear me?
You raise your head to find yourself surrounded by ancient faces, anxious faces. Flan withdraws the finger currently prodding at your temple and nearly stumbles backwards.
Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still, breathing but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything?
I nearly had my soul disintegrated because of you.
Please, stay calm. If you were in danger, it wasn't our intent. This is new territory for all of us. You experienced something. What was it?
I literally went to the beyond and spoke to Rimgand.
What was it like?
Shrug. While you speak, one of the researchers prods you gently with a copper rod. You hear the device in his hand give a high, piercing whine. Slap the rod away. The device clatters to the ground. The Animancer looks at it, then back at you.
Are you feeling any heightened aggression?
Let's not harass our very patient friend any further. Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness.
Give me some XP.
Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update. And to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
One more quest, and I think we're level 13.
Mm-hmm.
The Animancers at the Sacred Stair have been using Luminous Adra in a variety of strange experiments. Return to Director Castle. While the Animancers prepare for the machines for further experiments, I can report to Director Castle for more work. He'll be at the Valian Trading Company headquarters in Queen's Birth.
Yeah?
Good night, Kobe.
Wonderful news, friend Shodi. A sacred coconut beetle is entangled in your hair.
Well, don't just watch it lay eggs. Pull it out for me.
It is a good omen. Let it crawl, I say.
Fair
He has
enough.
a hood on,
But
Takaho.
if it gets smushed, it ain't my fault.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Nagataka seems exhausting. Too many stairs. True.
So scary.
Everybody in Nekataka is like a marathon runner level of fitness. Yeah, look at that. You definitely need like some elevators or helicopters to fly people around. Or we need to get that Adra working so we can use it as to cover some distance, like the Animancers were attempting to do. I think I support their operation. Cardio, no thank you.
Right here. I got this.
Cardio is tough. It does make you feel really good. I do like how you can go on your map, like the original Baldur's Gate games, and then click on an area, zoom in, and then click, and your party will run there. It's nice. Weightlifting is way better. See, the way I feel about weightlifting is it's way easier. But I do feel really good when I'm doing cardio. Been a couple years since I've been consistent with cardio though, and right now I have a knee problem, so I can't run. But I have an appointment on Monday, so hopefully I can get that taken care of. My favorite time, the most fit I've ever been in my life, was when I would go to the gym and I would work out for like a half hour, 45 minutes lifting weights, and then I would end with like 2 or 3 miles on the treadmill. Oh, I felt so good mixing cardio and weightlifting. It's just so hard, especially running on a treadmill. It sucks. I thought I was supposed to go. Hold on. So good for your heart, though, too.
If you've come on business with the Valiant Trading Company, it will have to wait until morning. There's no need for you to be here after hours. Move along.
And what if it's an emergency?
If it has anything to do with paperwork or wax seals, which covers most of what's in the building, I'm confident it can wait until morning.
Weightlifting is more fun? Yeah, because it's easier, because you get to take breaks. Of course, it's more fun. Everybody goes to the gym, they do their little 15 seconds of pain, and then you get to rest for a couple minutes, sit there, you know, flex in the mirror. Walk around the gym, listen to your podcast. When you're running or doing consistent cardio, it's just constant. Oh, it's never gonna end. Nice, TARDIS. Proud of you. I think some of the original BG people did work on this game. I think. I thought I read about that, like a lot. I could be wrong. Does anybody know? I'm pretty sure like some of the old school CRPG developers became a part of Obsidian and worked on the Pillars series. I have some important, perhaps we can arrive at a mutually beneficial understanding.
If you're interested in making a donation, I'd accept it with thanks. But
Here's
the
a coin
doors stay
for your
closed.
trouble. No, we're not going to do that. Back to my previous
If
question.
it involves a spirited discussion of letting you into headquarters, you're wasting
I
your
left some
time.
important papers
But
behind.
if it's that important, then set your mind at ease that I am here to guard the building.
I'm really
and I
getting
won't
pissed off
allow
right
a
now.
single sheet of parchment to cross the threshold.
Hey there. Leave it to me.
Some people from Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate games worked on this.
Right here.
Now, what can I do for you? See anything you like?
Gonna get a private dance while I'm here, because why not, right?
Right here. Sure.
You must gather your party.
This actually seems like a really cool quest. Ivera believes the source of the coral's overgrowth is an Engwithan ruin, Signath Moor. She gave me a diving helm, so I might explore the ruin, which lies deep beneath the sea off the southern coast. Fleetmaster Okaya has asked me to discover the source of a magical disturbance causing the coral in Sayuka's port to grow out of control. Forgot about picking that quest up. That was a while ago. This massive brass helmet is sturdy enough to withstand the crushing pressure of the deep sea while providing a limited supply of breathable air. Alright, let's do it. It's off the southern coast of Sayuka.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll come back and we'll deal with the Valians. Usually go to the gym to take a selfie of myself at the machines, and then I just go home. You are jacked. TARDIS, you are jacked beyond belief. If I was you, I'd be taking selfies, walking past any mirror within a 50-foot radius. I'd be hitting every single mirror up. I totally understand. You're a god among men. Don't let anyone ever tell you any differently. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Like, all the ships that I end up encountering now are 3 skulls. It's crazy. No. We're gonna try to flee. 45% chance. And I failed. Alright. Well, here we go. Let's see how this goes. I like the sound effects. This is just way too much for a video game. What would happen if I retreated right now? Okay, this should be interesting. Let's see how a 3-skull battle goes. I might be TPKing right now.
I think that's beyond. That dog won't hunt.
This will not do!
That looks complicated.
I hear you. That would be a no.
I'll teach you, officer.
Come on, Ayla. Oh, I got this. This isn't a problem at all.
I don't think I can pull that off. That's not very helpful.
Why is that guy not doing anything? I couldn't get off that fireball. I really wanted a good fireball.
I'm not sure I can.
This does not work.
Why are all my characters all messed up right now? What do we have? What kind of affliction?
Let's go.
Maybe I just can't see. Hold on. There we go. My vision was a little bit off. Get you a little bit closer. He can't see right now, so let's go ahead and just take him.
This is futile!
Yours.
Yeah!
This is worth it.
After it.
There we go.
I say.
How you like?
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
This I cannot do.
I hope nobody saw that.
Oh, I didn't have time to conjure up my spirit. That wasn't too bad, actually. Combat flute music is absolute fire. Does have a bit of a Witcher vibe. My morale's 31, so I gotta be careful. Everybody's injured too. This is very, very dangerous right now. This is very, very dangerous. Alright, so we gotta go to the southern... Is that what I'm going to? Pause the game. Underwater ruins of Signorath Moth. Beat the 3-skull ship, you should get some good stuff for that. They give you a lot of loot in this game, so I stopped caring about it because they give you too much, so it's too hard to sift through it, but I got a ton of stuff from that. You arrive at the location of the off-coast of Sayuka the Coral Mason told you about. You peer over the edge of your ship and see a faint glow in the waters far below. Don your diving suit and swim down. Clamber into the diving suit and leap from your boat, hitting the water with a tremendous splash. You swim toward the light, breathing fresh air thanks to Avera's invention. As you fall through the depths, the water grows dark, but the glow below you ever brighter. Schools of gigantic fish twist and swirl around you. Pain you no heed. Soon enough, you can make out the vague shape of a structure resting on the seafloor. Rising from the ruins of Signath Moor is a tall spire and what appears to be a small landing platform. When you finally reach the spire, you find that shimmering barrier surrounds the ruins. You pass your hand through a barrier and feel nothing but a tingle, like static electricity across your skin. Push through the barrier. You walk through the barrier and discover the interior of the ruins aren't flooded, as you might have expected, but dry. You remove your helmet, take a breath of fresh air, and walk into the ruins of Signath Moor. Ooh. That'd be pretty cool.
I got air down here somehow, but I wouldn't mind if it smelled like something besides rotten fish.
Oh, I got my entire party. I thought I might only have my main character.
No need to ask twice.
Let's take a look.
What do you think a fireball would do in here?
Oh?
Give it a try.
We're not a...
I don't see why not.
Lava. Beyond the
kill, it is no problem. Worth and rough.
Moeth, Ixie, Alna.
Lava beyond seek.
Moeth, Ixie, Alna.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Worth.
Moeth, Ixie, Alna.
That's it.
Yeah, be right there.
GG Dresden, hello. The ship combat in this game was fun. You talking about the text-based ship combat or the actual boarding the enemy ship? Out of curiosity. Both? I don't mind the boarding the enemy ship. The text-based ship combat just isn't for me.
Yeah, I got this.
But I'm happy that you enjoy it. I just don't feel like going through that in a video game.
This calls for a subtle touch. I see where you're going with that. There. What did I tell you? Yeah, sure.
You find a small machine sitting on a dais surrounded by a spinning ring. It appears to be of Engwithan ruin.
Dais.
Examine the machine. You note the speed of the ring's rotation and the subtle pattern of the machine's humming. After a bit of prodding, the pylon's workings make sense to you. Deactivate the machine. You shut down the machine, the floating ring grinds to a halt, and the energy it emits winks out of existence. A low rumbling echoes through the ruins, and the barrier of the window nearest you flickers briefly. Small trickles of water begin to flow nearby. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, actual ship combat would have been really cool. But yeah, that would have required a pretty big budget. You're kind of creating like a game on top of a game at that point.
I have a feeling I'm not going to like what happens next.
Oh my Lanta. The machine stretches from deep within the pit of water at your feet to the apex of the vaunted ceiling high above you. It emits a soft, low purr and charges the air with the same expectant frisson of energy you might feel right before a lightning strike. Study the machine. You manage to make out what little of the writing hasn't faded away. You also learn that the machine is funneling essence into the surrounding flora and fauna from a luminous Adra pillar deep beneath the ruins. The machine has no apparent off switch. You twist the nearest knobs and dials. As you do, a presence pushes at the edge of your mind. It soon grows forceful, overwhelming your mental barriers with ease. The skitter and rattle of dead leaves come to you on a breeze damp with the smell of rotting wood.
Watcher, still your hands. Signath Moore is under my protection.
Why do you protect this machine?
I am fond of the creatures it creates. The small among them struggle to best their bolder brethren, and some even succeed. But that is not what you truly want to ask, is it?
Is this machine the source of the giant coral in Sayuka's harbor?
Indeed it is. The Engwithan's fine creation siphons essence from a vein of Adra deep within the earth, and the creatures of this region drink deeply of it.
Okay.
They grow strong, ruthless, and in so doing, worthy of my regard. Should you want to gain my regard as well, you would destroy this place to protect my machine. Then none will have the means to threaten my work here as you have.
Why should I do as you ask?
Because I am your God Watcher, and I reward my loyal followers.
Okay.
You would do well to think twice before crossing me.
Isn't that counter to your philosophy of trial, Galawain?
Cleverness should hunt always beside strength, Hound of Aethys.
Deactivate machine.
Go!
The god Galawain cries out, but he cannot stop you. Jody's eyes narrow, dark lashes fusing. You tear the control panel from the machine and toss the apparatus to the ground. Sparks fly, thick smoke billows, and the humming stutters to a stop. The machine's ring tumble to the floor.
This defiance will be your
Thanks, Andrew.
last.
Deadfire is a classic. I'm playing it right now. Hell yeah. I have a diving suit. Yes, I do. Uh-oh. Just pissed off somebody, that's for sure. Despite Galawain's request, I disabled the machine responsible for the coral's overgrowth. I should return to Fleet Master Okaya and confirm the coral is returned to a manageable size.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Be right there.
Yeah, be right there. Yeah. Hey, it's me, Imoen. Beautiful little dungeon here. Let's see what else I missed. We're going to go into quick speed mode so we can actually go through the water at a normal pace. Look at my little pig just underwater.
Yeah,
That's
leave
cute.
it to me.
Looks
Uh-oh.
like trouble.
Oh shit. There we go. Is it just one? Nope, it's oh shit. Not good. Not good at all. I think this calls for an enhanced fireball. Oh, that's not a fireball. Enhanced fireball. Uh-oh, they're gonna move. No! Get that fireball off quick. Shit! Wolf! Send your dog over to the flank, please. Perfect. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. We'll do that. We'll have Aloth cast a little necrotic lance. That does it for that, jabroni. Beautiful. Now we'll just watch it play out. Shadowy tentacles. Flip off the gods at every opportunity. True. You do speak the truth. Yeah, I'm on the classic difficulty right now. Definitely too easy at this point, but I'm like so far through the game, I don't feel like changing it at this point. I feel like I just want to finish it. It's like a little bit of like my OCD in a way. It's like I don't want to do like 75% of the game on normal and at the end up the difficulty. I'd rather just do an entirely new playthrough on like Path of the Damned or something like that.
Yes?
I'm still enjoying it, even though these combat encounters are a little bit easy. Some of the bosses has still provided a little bit of a challenge, so I'm hoping that when we get to the boss in the main quest, it's actually quite difficult. I'm going to do the final quest, I think at a 2 skull. 1 or 2 skulls, so that might add to the difficulty a little bit too. I'll play the DLCs probably at some point. I think after I finish the main campaign though, we're going to take a break from the Pillar streams and move on to something else. Keep a little bit of variety coming to the channel. But I'd like to. The wall before you is decorated by an intricately painted mural depicting 4 sea creatures of legend. Snake, octopus, whale, and whatever the hell that is. Inspect the mural. The mural features a kraken. Oh. Okay. A shark covered in wicked barbs. Oh, okay, okay. An enormous whale. Okay. And a knot of 3 serpents with the heads of barracudas. Interesting. The images are offset somewhat from their frames as if they could be pressed. Okay, let's depress the shark. Stiletto thin barbs burst out of the shark's body. You manage to dodge most of them, but one cuts you close and leaves a deep gash in your side. Okay, let's try the kraken. A puff of foul-smelling gas shoots out of the kraken's mouth. Surprised, you inhale sharply. The gas burns your lungs and face. Okay, let's try the whale. As you reach into the whale's mouth. Uh-oh. I've never gotten a near-death tutorial. Why am I just getting a near-death tutorial right now? Like 50 hours into the game. I think this is the first time I've ever had multiple injuries. A party member has 3 injuries. If they gain a 4th injury, they'll die. Heal injuries by using food or drink while resting. Uh-oh. Okay. That's not good. Okay, let's back out of that for a second. Oops-a-daisy. Giving you eggs. Yeah, there's got to be obviously an answer to this puzzle somewhere. I thought it was just going to give me information, but take a look around here for a minute. It does look like... Oh, okay, okay. I don't know, we'll keep an eye out. See if we find something before I attempt that again. Unless I already picked it up and didn't notice it.
Oh?
Damn, this dungeon's pretty big. I could have just left because I already did the quest, but... A sea troll? That's terrifying. Get up there, Aloth. Back up, Jyoti. Unbelievable. Back up, Wolf. Get your ass up there. There we go. Alright, now everybody back. It's a sea troll.
That's not very helpful.
Watch this. You guys ready for this? This isn't actually what this is not a good idea actually.
I'll teach you. I say I am the alpha predator.
That's not bad actually.
Happy to oblige.
This does not work. Show them how it's done.
That's how it's gonna be.
Love root beyond sink.
Not even close.
Hell of a battle we got going on here.
This is futile.
Beyond sea.
Aye. Very well. How may I help?
This calls for a subtle touch. And what do we have here? This won't do. There.
What now?
Indeed.
Give me a real challenge.
Yes?
Show them how it's done.
Shit.
How do you like that?
Oh my god.
Beyond seek.
That's not very helpful.
Oh.
things must come to an end.
I don't think I can pull that off.
I just got humbled.
That order's too tall.
Yes, Cap, it will be so.
Hey, Adair is a badass right now. Holy cow, we are really holding this down. This is crazy.
Our number is diminishing.
Oh, I missed the heal. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm feeling the strain.
Behold me, mother.
Nice. Can't wait for Avowed. Started PoE 2 in September. This is still not finished. Thank you, TARDIS. Thank you.
What?
True. I don't know if a lot of you guys are probably new in this chat, but if you don't know me, my first run of Elden Ring, 0 deaths, no hit run. My first run of Elden Ring didn't even take any damage. I'm a world record holder. You can search it. Wolfheart. I don't want to brag and stuff, but if you search WolfheartFPS Elden Ring world record, you'll find it. But don't waste your time searching it. Just believe me. Pretty crazy. My first
I wonder
run.
what this is. What? I shall.
Some of us just got it, you know? The plaque below the mural is a remarkable condition. It reads, "The Kraken is a beast like none other. By applying the manipulation techniques we refined through our work on the Leviathan, we increased both the size and intelligence of the common octopus. They have since proved themselves to be ferocious hunters. There was one unfortunate side effect, however. They also became quite territorial." How does that mean?
What? I shall.
The Winding Serpent was our first success. Born of the common barracuda, we subjected the creature to the machine's vital energies, and it grew to immense proportions, and since appeared to have developed something of a group mentality, often hunting. This must be like giving me answers to that puzzle. I'm not really following it. The Leviathan was a folly born of purest hubris. After our experience with the barbed ravager, we decided to test the limits of the machine's growth capabilities. We entrapped a pod of blue whales, subjected them to the machine for months on end. Only a few of the creatures survived, but those that did, they could not be contained.
What now? If you insist. Very well. Yes.
giving us a little history of like how these creatures were created, but I don't see any hint to the actual puzzle. Like, what's the order that you do them in? Maybe they eat each other. So we go... Hold on, let me back out of this. Let me hit F5. As the final piece of the mural sinks into the frame, you hear a deep rumble of stone moving behind you. Okay.
Oh, indeed.
Got it. Ooh, I got a one-handed spear. Nice.
What?
I won't even use that weapon, but it was satisfying, at least trying to figure that out. So, alright, let's get out of here. Turn to Fleet Master Okaya. Shit, where was Fleet Master Okaya? Stream has been great to listen to while drawing. You better share that drawing with us, Shar. Get as much armor and shields on your characters as possible. Pathfinder Wrath had options for auto pause if X event or damage happened, made it a lot easier. In this game too, you can also control those of you guys that are struggling with real time with pause. You can control the speed of combat, so you can do real time with pause in like slow time mode. And it makes it a lot easier to see what's going on. Combined with pausing, you have plenty of time to figure things out. I can't remember where the Fleet Master Okaya is. Does anybody know where? I can't remember where I started the quest. Fleet Master Okaya. Asango? Okay. Alright. Get on out of here. Thank you. 6 Foot Dad, if you're talking about this game, I'm not sure if you're talking about Pathfinder, but if you look down here in the bottom right, when you click on a companion, on the left above them, the AI interface presents itself, and you can make your AI inactive, meaning they won't do anything until you give them commands. You can put them on auto attack only, so they're only going to do their weapon attacks. Or you can put them on active, And then you can go into this entire interface here where you can mess with their behaviors and also what spells you want them to cast. If you take your time and figure that stuff out, like, you can actually essentially automate the entire combat process in this game. You figure out what spells are good and all that.
Of course.
I bet you if you go online, like if it's something you want to look up, there's probably some really good AI behavior pattern builds with the AI editor. Oh shit, that's not good. Oh god. Oh no, that's
Mother,
okay.
forgive me in advance for slaying this beauty.
Shit.
Hey.
Wow. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom real fast. This damn coffee is just running through me. Can't wait to eat some food after this.
Yeah? Well, don't see why not. Here we go.
Be on your guard.
That's it?
Sure that.
This does not work.
God darn it!
See every day.
Have my attention.
That's not very helpful.
Shit.
Who's another? This does not work.
It's not very helpful.
Show them how it's done.
Ain't you got decency to die?
And rough. It makes no difference. I'll teach you a lesson.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Yeah?
Mo, Ixie. Oh
Worth it. Luther. Worth and rough.
Yes?
I'll teach you. This does not work.
So cute. See ya. Oh wow, look at that mouth. Holy crap. That reminds me of the Fellowship of the Ring.
What
When they're about to enter the mines of Moria. Mask of the Grotto Deep. +2 intellect, +1 power levels for all poison keyword abilities. Melee weapon attacks from stealth inflict raw damage over time. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is crazy.
I shall put it to... Yeah, very well.
Yeah, and I started leveling up too, so the main quest is now going to become much more doable. All about that diplomacy, son. Empowered attacks gain increased damage. This is all about empowered attacks. Thorny roots. Conjures roots from the ground underneath the target, causing them to become immobilized. I haven't really made use of that, so... Master's Call. Calls the ranger's animal companion to their side, granting the companion nimble. No, we'll go with... Long experience fighting together enables the ranger and animal companion to fight as a highly effective team. +1 engagement. The ranger now also gains an accuracy bonus. Okay.
What now?
Still have to level up some more. You don your cumbersome diving suit and head out of the ruins. You love that headpiece? I kind of like it too, actually, to be honest with you. Deep Kraken would have engaged you in a philosophical debate.
Of course.
That's kind of like spectators. When we encounter the spectators, I don't want to give away spoilers, in Baldur's Gate 3's early access, spectators are actually neutral. And they're highly intelligent, and they like to engage in deep discussion with people. But the reason why the spectators in BG3 are so hostile is because they're guarding something. So they're working for someone, and that's their job, to guard that. Strike an enemy with a powerful melee attack, doing high damage and stunning them. Done. Gotta tell me twice. Fighter refuses to be vanquished. After being knocked out, the fighter stands back up with a portion of their health restored and temporary bonuses to... Oh my god, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, it's in Sayuka? Okay. Wait, is it? Hold on. I'm so confused right now. Master Okaya. Yeah, it's Sayuka. He's the fleet master. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, I remember being here. That's definitely not the place.
If you insist.
The Kraken from DOS 2 or PoE 2? I don't know. The DOS 2 Kraken's pretty scary. Having a bad tentacle day. Yes, I remember this place now.
You did well, leaving when you did. We suffered heavy losses during the Druids' attack. My people are engineers, not soldiers. I suppose I should be thankful we didn't lose more. The Druids have harried us from the moment we made landfall.
Your people fought admirably.
For a bunch of pencil-twiddling engineers, you mean... Several days ago, I dispatched a small force to quell them, but I've heard nothing of them since. And I no longer have enough people to repel another attack. We Rowattians are tougher than most, but we're engineers all the same. The Hazanui has spoken quite highly of your particular talents. I'd hoped I might impose on you with a request for aid.
Wink. She groans with an exaggerated roll of her eyes.
Go to the bog where I sent my people. You'll find the Druids' leaders there, no doubt. Should you do so, the Royal Deadfire Company would stand in your debt.
I think I like the Royal Deadfire Company more than the Valian Company, to be honest with you. Alos's fingers fidget with the hem of his outfoot, and his mouth is pressed into a thin frown. What is it, man?
I hope you know I have immense respect for all you've accomplished.
God.
But lately,
Oh
I fear
my
you're leading us down a
Effing
troubling
wizards,
path.
man. They're so annoying. Speak plainly.
I know you to be thoughtful, logical. So it surprises me to see you cling so reflexively to old customs now.
Audio recording? What does that mean?
Theos relied on people's unquestioning trust in order, their enslavement to tradition.
Like you can record what you say and then send it or something like that? You prefer pillars to divinity?
That's how he built the Leaden Key into an organization capable of influencing events across Aora. And that's why I set about ending it.
You think I care, brother?
Yet recently, I've seen you put entirely too much faith in old ways of doing things.
So what are you asking of me? Let's go. Spit it out.
The leaders of nations and powers listen to you. The gods themselves rely on you. You have a responsibility to use these opportunities to free Kith from destructive habits and antiquated customs.
I'll do my best, Aloth.
No more than any of us can do. Well, thank you for hearing me
shut
out.
the fuck up.
This is a great weight off my chest.
I don't know. Just an idea.
What?
Delayed fireball. The wizard hurls out a tiny ball of flame that lies dormant for a fixed amount of time before exploding for heavy burn damage. Interesting. I don't know if I'd need that though. Well, I got it in my grimoire anyways. Warding staff. Chaotic orb. Ooh. Killing bolt. The spell inflicts a heavy amount of raw damage to the target. Any non-spirit felled by the attack will summon a specter under the caster's control. Martial power. Wall of draining. Let's go ahead and do the killing bolt. Heavy amount of raw damage, and any non-spirit felled by the attack will summon a specter. That sounds really cool. Empowered attacks gain increased damage. We'll do that too. Storm of Holy Fire. A terrible rain of fire falls in the area of effect, repeatedly inflicting burn damage. I think I'm just going to take that right now. Resurrection. A single ally is revived and healed. They receive the effects of barring deaths to already have a revive. Minor avatar. No, not good. Shields for the faithful. Conjures a powerful holy shield granting a deflection bonus. Let's take Storm of Holy Fire. And also come back here. And we'll increase our spellcasting distance. And would you look at that? The main quest is now a 2 skull. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful Friday afternoon, and thank you for hanging out today for part 11. I will probably, I don't know yet. It depends on how long this Sunday lore series video takes me for Baldur's Gate 3. If I have some extra free time, maybe I'll do a stream. And but either way, my next pillar stream will probably be pushing on that final quest. Maybe start off with one faction quest, and then we're gonna try to beat this damn game. And be on the lookout. Every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Most Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern, I should have some lore videos out for Baldur's Gate 3's Forgotten Realms lore. Alright? I'm going to be working on that all tonight and tomorrow. We're going to talk about the planes of existence in this Sunday's video. We're going to do a bunch of foundational videos, and then we'll get into more specifics. But I think it's important to set up that foundation of knowledge for the setting and what the planes of existence are and how like the pantheons work and all that good stuff. And I have a very, very special guest coming onto the channel probably within the next 2 or 3 videos, so make sure you watch them. I'm on the main quest where I have to choose a faction or myself. I have to make that choice right now. I forget what the name of the quest is. And we're gonna go attack Aothas, I guess. Theotardus. EA shortcut makes for good implant for Shadowheart. Goodbye, Caitlin. Adrian, thanks for hanging out. Fractal. Thank you. Happy Friday. And goodbye. I'm going to eat some food. And I can't wait. You know, the one thing in life that never gets old is eating food. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You might be at rock bottom. You might be at the high point of your life. When you get to sit down and eat food, like, it's just amazing. It's so good. You guys agree? Yeah, okay, good. Good night, Fate. Oh, Panic's doing a stream later today. What are you playing, Panic? Eating food gets old? Oh my gosh, who even are you, Gold? Are you even human? Want some chocolate chip pancakes. That would be delicious. Oh, you're playing The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Nice. Anonymous Atheist was trying to get me to play that one. I think it looks pretty cool. I just don't think I'm going to have the time to play it. There's other games that I would like to get to before it. Looks really cool though. A.m. and there's a need for pizza. Oh my gosh. Pizza at 3 a.m.? Yeah, that's the greatest.